That was dumb. My robot kicked me off like it's supposed to. Damn. Didn't think about that one. Did not think about that one. Because he's dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Let me copy this link and paste it back in the Discord. Because that was stupid. All right, that was about smart. Let me get my my stuff back in over. That was smart. Not. I'll wait for everybody to get back. So, as I was discussing, yeah, RTP, my robot, that's what it's supposed to do. When I click that play button, OBS, if it's running, because sometimes it glitches out, it's supposed to shut it off and turn it back on. Well, it did that, but I was streaming. I didn't think about that. So yeah, that's automated processing. But it opens up, it closes OBS, it terminates it, it kills it, because sometimes it's floating in my task manager and you can't open up another OBS or it says it's already open. So I tell it to kill the process. If it does have it, kill the process, which it did. Then open up my touch portal, then open up OBS again, then just keep moving the mouse back and forth to keep it active so I don't close my windows before I get ready to do my show. That's automated processing. As you saw, it worked perfectly. It kicked me offline because it closed the OBS. This company got bought by Microsoft and is now called Microsoft Power Automate. So same company, same software, now owned by Microsoft. So now Microsoft can control the desktop. So of course I have an account for this because this is how I'm going to be able to scrape things and take data that I can't get from the cloud, right? So if this is my desktop automation for Windows, which means any Windows machine I have can now be a robot, Power Automate will also get you jobs. Again, robotic process automation, RPA. So if you're learning and you learn Power Automate and you learn N8N, you now have cloud automation and desktop automation. Two of which that'll definitely get you any type of job you're trying to really get into. Just because we're in the era for this stuff to happen. Like we're in this era now. Where is my screen? Hold on, I'm still trying to get my screens back. There we go. There we go. So, automation based on metaphorical software robots or on artificial intelligence / digital workers. So your computer can be a digital worker now. Please don't forget that in 2017, Sophia, a robot, was given citizenship to Saudi Arabia. This is the first bot paying taxes. That's where we're heading to. Your machines will generate income and your business will pay the tax. And then there'll be a robot tax in the future, but that tax will be way lower than the union that you'll need inside your business to have staff, because everybody's going to try to unionize and then they're just going to get automated out of existence. This is the phase we're going into. Like right now, we're coming out of the communication age. We're coming out of this digital age. We're coming out of the social media marketing age. Well, now that we can communicate, it's all communication. Now these machines can communicate by themselves. Now we need some type of financial interaction, which we have Stripe and all that stuff. And yeah, the ledger is cool, but it's too expensive. But until then, we already now have a way to for machines to transact back and forth. We're just trying to get it cheaper so that now these machines can now be autonomous in how they handle everything. Meantime, between time, that means all these jobs that people think they got are going to be going bye bye. This is the next phase. This is your next industry. This is the industry I'm focused on right now because it's the one that's going to have jobs. Robotic process automation, RPA. And it won't matter what city you're in. Like if I go to Cali and I put RPA, look, San Francisco. And you don't have to use the tools they use. That's the beautiful thing. Like they can tell you, oh, you must have UiPath and da da da. I mean, yeah, you can learn it, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that that's the only company you need to go to. If you show them by video you're automating other things with other tools and it's a hell of a lot cheaper, best believe they're going to contact you. And as N8N becomes more prevalent, like it's and we're early in this. I believe that N8N is going to be the WordPress of automation. Just like I thought WordPress was going to be the lead in content management systems, which is what I learned from Citibank. I was like, oh, I got to start learning about content management systems. I spent time figuring out what technology or coding language was going to win, PHP, MySQL. Then on PHP and MySQL, what content management system was going to win. I picked three: PHP Nuke, PHP Website, and then WordPress at 2.5, and WordPress won. I figured it was going to be the winner, and I hitched my wagon to that. N8N is going to be the lead automation suite because A, it's cheap, and B, it's easy, and they have a huge community. So this is the next stage. Like automation is the next phase, and what can you do with your data? Like automating your data. Start learning APIs. Start learning about what they are, what they do, how they interconnect with things. Like you can just see from the images. Where is it? I just saw one dope ass image. Here we go. See? API will can connect to your car, to web apps, to other APIs that connect to other things like your phone and all this other stuff, to games, TV via API. You can control your TV. A wearable device, sensors, right? When I tell you about storing energy, Raspberry Pis, the data that comes from these things. How much storage do we have? How much is in the battery cells? How much are we storing every day, every hour? That's where CODA and all these other things are coming into. Is that if you can store your data, then you can calculate your data and you can summarize it and you can graph it, you now have business. Like we're in a data driven age. We're in the age of data now, the age of automation, the Internet of Things, or IoT. Internet of Things describes physical objects with sensors, processing ability, N8N, software, and other technologies that connect and exchange data with other devices and systems over the Internet Protocol. Basically, LiveWire, right? Or other communication networks. So, email, chat systems like Twitter. The fact is that a machine will just do work on its own. And we're seeing the loss of jobs. OOEXEU. I'm leading the questions for this one on with Google. Automation can lead to layoffs, but it doesn't have to. It's going to. A better, fairer approach to layoffs? No. Is automation the reason for mass layoffs? We see huge layoffs due to automations. What should you do? Again, let's go to news. Cost another agent, executive bonuses. Meet Oracle's top executive departures in 2022. Let's put a plus in front of automation, which means I really want this part of the search. Government IT spending in India to reach 9.5 billion this year. Governments are executing innovative activities by harnessing technology to streamline digital services, advance automation processes. Economic Times. Let's go with layoffs and automation instead of executive layoffs. We see automation in 2019. Robots on the rise as Americans experience job losses. Automation may lead to layoffs, but it doesn't have to. It's going to. As hiring freezes and layoffs hit, is the bubble about to burst? How companies, 2020, June, how companies are planned to hire robots after layoffs. This is back in 2020. This is 2022. This is 2 years ago. So we can see it, we know it, we get it, right? So now it's a matter of what can you do to protect yourself, to protect your revenue, your a way to it, the fact your ability to earn, and that's the biggest thing. Through a recession, you don't worry about anything but studying new techniques, technologies, so that you can make sure that your ability to earn does not get hindered. And how do you do that? How do you mandate that? You look at what the new shiny toy is or the new industry being formed. You follow industries. That's the biggest thing if I can leave you with anything else of how I do what I do, is looking at an industry, seeing the flaws in the industry, and saying, is there another industry coming in that's going to supersede this one? And if it is, what do I need to know and learn to be able to not be on the job room cutting floor, right? So robotic process automation, and then if I even put the word API, right? Or APIs, plural. Supply chain manager, senior planner, manufacturer planning, supply chain, inventory analyst. So if you're just looking for jobs, if you're able to interact with data, like even like check this out. What if you learned OpenAI? Huh? OpenAI, which is another API. OpenAI. Oh, oh, they're looking for jobs at OpenAI. Damn. I don't really want OpenAI the job. I was looking to see if any jobs were available that says that you want to use OpenAI. But shit, the company itself got a bunch of job openings. But let's see. Data. API data. Data modeling software. That's business analyst. See, analyst is always you can always potentially like, especially if you go in here and it's like, what does a business analyst need? Plan programs, blah 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 blah. That's why I'll stick to RPA. I like RPA. RPA, and let's do that in Atlanta, since this is a hard market right now. RPA developer, collecting requirements from customer requests. Okay, so here's some things I'll need to do. And this is from 80,000 to 100,000 a year, right? And this is in Atlanta. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Responsibilities. Demonstrate Micron core values. What is Micron? Okay, that must be the company you're going to work for. Ah, that's what it is. Ha, see? So I guess whatever core values, people, innovation, tenacity, collaboration, customer focus. Come on now, that's easy. Collecting requirements from customer requests. Okay, how do you collect requirements? From customers. There, 10 tips for requirements gathering. So now you take this, you learn it, right? And it becomes part of your makeup. And now you put that on your resume, right? Because you've learned how to do it. Use it, and if you create like a if you create a portfolio and you have a website, and that website has your items on there, and you're working with clientele. Part of what I'm doing, if I'm working with, let's say I'm working with you, and I say I'm going to work on a marketing campaign to be able to do your social media marketing via automation. Well, what are all the things what I need from you? I need your social media profiles. I would need access to those profiles. I need to be able to interact with your APIs. I need to also find out what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, what's going to make you happy in saying that if I'm doing the work, here's what you want accomplished. And then this way I actually map the expectations you have to the workload I have to do to get there. That is requirements gathering. And if you do that to a couple of customers, let's say 5 to 10 that I find on, say, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, uh, YouTube, and I get these clients in, and I do that a couple times, and those clients are now on my portfolio as in my gallery. Well, now I can tell in my resume, if somebody asks me, well, how did you do that? Well, here's how I did da 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 da. Right, and they're typically not even going to ask you about that anyway. That's a small thing. So let's go on to the rest of it. Designing, developing, debugging, documenting, testing. Sorry, I had to clean my screen. Deploying applications. Okay. Depends on what kind of applications those are, but I mean, if you're creating these automated systems and it's already on the platform and you just need to execute them, then I'll be there. Collaborating with other developers on the team, working closely with business teams, application development teams, internal customers, training users on the use and maintenance of new applications, implement third-party solutions, partner with IT procurement representative, determine contract support requirements, training providing. So I would contact N8N. I'd be able to set up what I need with them, tell them I'm using it for a client, find out if there's any contracts or anything I got to worry about, for which I won't have to, because the only time you got to pay them for anything major, major, major is if you're using their system, i.e. the cloud system, and or if I need to use if I want to use their technology inside an application as if I'm them, then there's a partnership that they have going on with that. So again, none of that seems crazy, right? And that was basically your job. It's not really talking about software. It's not naming anything specifically, right? Let's see, Quantum Bricks. Here's another one for 97 to 100,000. Power BI. So they're telling you right here what software you need to learn. So if I go here, search Power BI, right? Wow, there's Power BI. You can take, let's say, Skillshare. Boom. There you go. Power BI courses right there to learn how to do the analytics they want for that. And again, this is a Microsoft product that has APIs that you can use your N8N on. Now, even if it's not that, you can always go to YouTube and go to Power BI tutorial. Again, the largest freaking search engine on the planet. Second largest is Google, is YouTube. And there you go. This guy's a really good instructor. How to use Microsoft Power BI. So now you get that underneath your belt. You start learning it. You use it for yourself. And now you can come back and put that in. And then HTML. You need 3 years of HTML5. So again, HTML5, since that's HTML, well, how do I hack HTML? I use Dreamweaver. If I want to, I can use Dreamweaver because it exports code, right? How to add HTML5 video, Dreamweaver and HTML5 for beginners. That's back in 2015. So now you can learn this. Not provided by it's between 97 to that. And then what do we have to do? Must be local to the, so you want me to come into the office? Yeah, all right, there's no remote. Demonstrate critical thinking, handle confidential information. Again, these are all basic stuff. Support, focus, as a support developer focused on robotic process automation, RPA, as well as web-based and macro-based macros, automated processes with the DBH, whatever this company is, right? Team, your key responsibilities will reply to respond to requests and enhancements, manage on tickets, so a ticket support tool, coordinate with other members and stakeholders and process owners. So basically, run the ish, become and act as a subject matter expert, know your ish, and be in there for robotic process automation, as well as web based and macro based automated processes. Support legacy applications, develop requirements for for this. Review UF and identify points of failure in infrastructure. So again, you may need to know UiPath. This is one of the big pieces of software. I didn't go this direction because price. This is why I didn't go in this direction. You see why I didn't go in this direction? $420 a month just to be an automation developer. This is why I didn't go this way. I was like, y'all can find from the back. No, I'm not paying this. Unattended means your computer, like being able to have the thing run without you being there and having the machine run by itself. And that's $1,380 a month. Y'all can doubly my from the back. You know what I mean? So no, I'm like, no, 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 no. So again, it is a price to it, but if you want the job, you may, look into at least learning the software, looking at videos for the software, even seeing if there's some type of trial system or some type of way for you to do a test to run that. But being able to just do these things on your own, through like N8N and showing them what you're doing with Microsoft. You may not have UiPath, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that they potentially won't hire you. $80 an hour. Again, UiPath. See, $80 an hour. So UiPath is actually a piece of software that you might, if you're trying to jump into, it's like the lead thing right now because they don't know nothing else is out there. So as these other technologies, again, this is a new industry. As these technologies start becoming more prevalent throughout this industry, you're going to notice these costs go down. So I think I pretty much got y'all set. At least you know that what industry to be in, how to handle your what's coming, and why I made my changes here. And like I said, I'll show y'all some more stuff as I rebuild this within the other layout thing I was showing you. Once I actually get my ish together. But I'm about to go get something to eat because I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope everything that I shared with you was helpful. please like and subscribe. Please share the videos with the friends, family, anybody that you think might need some help in this transition. A lot of people don't know automation is coming to basically eat everybody's lunch, and I'm hoping that with me and other people pretty much raising the alarm on this, that folks will get ready and get prepared and take it seriously. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all be safe out on these streets. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace out.